Hello, 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 guys. It's me again. Fortunately, I am still alive. My name is Gabriel. I'm speaking to you from Sao Paulo, Brazil. And I'm a writer, I'm a teacher, and I'm also a tarot reader. I want to apologize for not posting this before. It's because things have been a bit rushed around here, and I mainly focused on the Portuguese readings, but I'm gonna try to do an English reading every day as well. So keep liking it, keep visualizing it, and yeah. So this week, actually this month, something's been bugging me, and I've meditated today about what I wanted to talk about. I took some cards for myself, and the message was loud and clear and was like, stop people pleasing. Nowadays, there's such a thing like toxic positivity, right? Where everybody wants to be grateful all the time. Of course, you have to be grateful for life. Yeah. When you reach a certain point in life, you have to be grateful for things. But life is made out of duality. Life is made out of shadow and light. So I took some cards before, and that confirmed me. Like, first of all, things are gonna change because the wheel came off very strong in my game. Let's see how this game plays out though. So let's start taking the decks. I'm reading the Egyptian Tarot here. It's a little known deck, but it's amazing. And it's in Portuguese, so it may happen that I have to translate the words on my computer that is beside me, but it'll only take a few seconds, so bear with me. I hope you had a great week. Welcome to Sunday. If you're watching this on Sunday, it doesn't matter when you're watching this, but the day I'm recording this is a Sunday, and it reminds me of the musical Sunday in the Park with George by Sondheim. I love musicals, show tunes. I sing all the time. Okay, guys, let's go get into the reading. Okay, let's see what we're gonna talk about. Okay. Okay. Something big has happened in your life. Doesn't matter when, something that is affecting you right now, because on the situation card, we have the weaver, a tecelã, the weaver. You know, it's a woman weaving a fabric. So it's a card that can talk about a lot of work, but it talks also about weaving things into your life, either feelings or situations, and being able to alchemize the feelings. And it's getting pretty spiritual these days, right? Everybody's waking up, everybody is having awakenings. The spirit realm is really talking to us, if you believe in those kinds of stuff. I do. And then in the obstacle, this is the situation, okay, the weaver. In the obstacle, we have a tower. In this deck, it's called frailty. So something happened that was part of your life that it may have crumbled to pieces. There was a divine intervention. It was something big that happened, or that is happening. But let's see here. What are we talking about? Give me more clues, please. Please, sir. Your goal here. The card of the perplexity. Your goal is not to be confused, not to be mangled. Maybe your heart is mangled right now by something that happened. It can be anything, guys. You lost a job, you fell out of love, you are dealing with a difficult situation, with a disease, with anything. Something that's been in your mind this last couple of days. And your goal here is to clear your mind. When we have this perplexity card, maybe you're trying to change your perspective, your mindset. It's not the hanged man, but maybe you're trying to change your perspective on what is happening. Since we have the Weaver as the situation, the first card out, maybe it's something in your workplace or in your work life. And by work, that could mean anything, guys. It can mean a hobby, like the thing you most like to do, and something is in the way of that. And you had a tower moment, so you are going through a tower moment again. We have tower moments every couple of cycles. So it doesn't matter how old you are, you're changing. Something has changed. What is the context for this, please? What gave basis for this to happen? Okay, I was talking about spirituality. This is the card of the initiation. This is the goddess. This is the goddess behind that human figure. So it's something spiritual, guys. Something spiritual happening. Maybe someone from the spiritual realm is conversing with you because of a tower moment that happened. Maybe your ancestors are stepping in with this tower moment so that you can change your goal, which is to be clear-minded and sane. Maybe we're talking about mental illness, mental issues, any type of mental issues, or dealing with that. But let's see here, your recent past. Because there's this tower moment in your obstacle, so you may be suffering right now. I have a good phrase about suffering. I'm gonna tell you at the end of the reading. I'll subscribe to the channel, okay? Like the video if you liked it. Stick around. Let's see here, your recent past. The resentment. Oh God. Yeah, guys, this thing with people pleasing. Maybe you were a type of person who liked to people please because you wanted to be liked. But then something changed with this tower moment, which made you more like skeptical, more cynic towards people. And that's not exactly a bad thing, you know. Maybe we need some reality shocks sometimes to be like, you did me wrong. That was a dick move from you. And I'm not gonna take it anymore. So maybe you're working, this Weaver card, you're working right now towards alchemizing this, towards getting not a new personality, because of course we can always change traits of our personality, but the essence of who we are, the core of who we are, doesn't really change because we're individuals. It changes with time and experience, of course, but chord. Maybe some strings there that you have to cut. But this recent past with this card of the resentment, you see how they're like fighting. Maybe you resent someone, and maybe it's not their fault because the tower here is called the frailty. So someone might be being too frail, and you're kind of like angry with that person because you're like, you should be stronger than this. But guys, everyone goes through dark nights of the soul. I'm sorry about my plural. Remember, English is my second language, so yeah, lots of mirroring here. And the deck is in Portuguese, so but that doesn't matter. I speak more English than Portuguese, even at home. So it's not an excuse, Gabriel. Let's see your immediate future. The duplicity. The duplicity. You see, this talks about a veil. So you're gonna change. You're gonna have like two personas inside of you. Maybe someone is driving you mad. Maybe someone is testing your boundaries. We hear a lot about setting boundaries these days, and it's an important thing because when you're a people pleaser, and we all are at some level. I'm sorry for the background. My brother is listening to music. It happens. It's confirmation, guys. So the duplicity, or maybe you have to deal with the double-minded mindset that you have had to incorporate within the core of yourself because of this weaving and this frailty, this tower moment, is something that happened that wasn't good. It doesn't feel good because it's a card of like meddling, right? It's like it's when the Godhead. Because remember, we're all God. God made us to its image. So if you call it God, if you call it source, if you call it the Godhead, I like to think God as a teacher. And teachers, I have found, learn a lot by teaching. So we're always the mentor and the apprentice at all times. So you have to deal with two or maybe more aspects of your personality that comes because of this resentment, because of this instinct of like, I can't help everybody, I can't control things. So maybe let it go a little bit and try to put on your happy face when you have to put it. But remember, spend time in solitude, like pray or meditate or watch a TV series or listen to some music, anything that calms you down, that puts you on your path, reminding you of your priorities. You yourself, who am I talking to? What's up? Okay, the passion. This is the devil card. You may be feeling insidious. The devil card can talk about sexuality, it can talk about ambition, it can talk about being stuck in a situation that you don't want to be stuck anymore. But it can also mean, I was thinking about, my brother mentioned it to me, and I remember it. Doctor Strange, I think, is the name of the movie with Philip Cumberbatch, I think is his name. And his mentor had this amazing power, and it was like a mystery of how he got this power. And he finds out that his mentor actually took a piece of the dark dimension, which was something unthinkable of for a holy man to do, a mentor to do, to have more power, but to use that power for good. So shadow work is very important. And here in this game, you have a lot of shadow to resolve because of this tower moment that happened to you. This may have happened to you like this week, this month, this past cycle, okay? This could have happened to you years ago and you're still mulling over it or still wallowing if this is love related, but maybe you're mourning the idea of someone. And this devil card, I think, is saying take your shadow and work with it. Make it work for your advancement, for your benefit, you know? How you're being seen right now by people around you, by the spiritual realm, and everything. The card of the versatility. So yeah, it matches with this card of duplicity here that is in your immediate future. Because you're being versatile. You're able to work your shadow. You're like, I'm gonna cut this person from my life because it doesn't bring me anything joyful. But maybe it's a family member. And we have different families. We can have a family of friends. You know, your family might not accept you as you are or not understand you. That usually happens because even in the core of families, we have our intimacy, of course, but we have differences. So if you're lucky to have a strong bond with someone, that's good. Maybe a son, a daughter, a sibling, a mother, a father, a grandma. Maybe they're gone already. They're in the spiritual realm and know that they're near you. They're sending you good vibes and they're watching you on your path. So don't send them sadness, you know. Send them celebration. Like, life isn't over when it's over. Life is never over, right? Life and death. It's the duality again, you know. Okay, so what's the advice of the tarot for you? Okay, the Triumph. It's the card of the chariot, actually, sorry, of the car. It's Cancerian energy. And number 7, which is a very spiritual card. This is a very spiritual game, okay, guys? And it talks about fast movement and success. So this card being in the position of the advice is advising you, ordering? Yeah, like mentoring you to take immediate action, to like give snap out of it and be like, okay, let's work with this. What do I do? What is missing? What is this feeling I'm having? And you will have success in anything that you put your mind to. If it's to get over a breaking up, get over a certain type of sadness, or maybe live with it, you know, because sadness is part of life and it's a beautiful thing if you think about it, depending on what you're sad about. But don't be sad all the time. That's bad. You know, use this new ability that you're gonna get from the card of the duplicity, of changing, of turning your ego on and off, and traveling like the spiritual realm and the earthly realm. Okay. And use this devil energy to know that the dark has also seen how much light you have, and they know better than to mess with you. So they prefer to work with you. It's like the mentor in Doctor Strange. He takes from the dark dimension only to do good. So it's Machiavelli, right? Kinda, you know. The result of the... Okay, this is beautiful. The result of the game. The card of hope. It's the card of the star. It's Aquarian energy. She is alchemizing her feelings. She is peeling over what she doesn't need anymore in the sea of life. So it's a wish fulfillment card. And it's saying like, get over this tower moment. Get over this sadness. Understand that you have initiated a path, a spiritual path. And there is no going back. And if you think that your ancestors, your ghosts, your anything is speaking to you, they are. But like everyone has a sort of mediumship inside of them, because we are all part of the cosmos. We're all part of each other. As I said, the Godhead, it visits us. So sometimes you can feel a little woozy, because you've like synchronicities show you that it makes sense in the end. And this is a conversation, okay, guys? Don't take what I say as a rule, regardless of the position that the cards were in. But this recent past, with this card of the resentment, this is not necessarily a bad thing, because sometimes we have to have dark feelings or shadow feelings to realize, no, I'm too good. I'm too nice to these people. People can be assholes, so I'm not going to respond to that. You know? Like gaslighting, ghosting. It all depends on the situation. We can't assume. You know what they say when you assume, right? You make an ass out of me and you assume. That's a good saying, guys. And it's like, if someone has been gone from your life, and this happened like a lot of times with me, that something is over. It's never really over, but when something is over, it's over. It's dead and done. Move on. Use your personas. Use your ability to alchemize your feelings. And discard what is no longer necessary, needed for you. Okay, guys? And the phrase I wanted to share with you, it's again by Clarice Lispector, a Brazilian author, in the book Hour of the Star. I'm obsessed with this book. I've read it like 5 times. And it's like, within my suffering, I find myself. So, within my suffering, I find myself. Feel your feelings, guys. It's healthy. And seek help if you need to. No one can do it alone. Don't be a loner. Or be a loner, but at least talk to the fairies, to the spirits, to yourself. I can buy myself flowers. Listen to some music. Chill out. It's chilly here. I love chilly weather. The smoke here is my incense. It smells wonderful. So when you go to sleep, like sleepy time, put some perfume on your pillow if you like that, or some essence. It helps you sleep if you're having trouble sleeping and all. Disconnect from the screens and all. But anyways, guys, that's it. I'm sorry for the mind intrusions that I have, but it's normal. It's the way I speak. It's okay not to be normal, okay? Let your freak fly out. Within my suffering, I find myself. Okay? Have a good one, a swell one. And I'll see you next time. Stop people pleasing. Bye-bye.